Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Travis Gibb. I am the creator of a whole bunch of shit. Anything Orange Cone, Great Estate Punk, Voodoo Nations, Coins Judas, Cthulhu Invades, Holiday Spirits, and currently I am live with Summit Comics doing a whole bunch of cool things that we'll talk about. Today's episode is sponsored by Summit Comics. When I say sponsors, meaning that the stuff. By the way, we have one extra guest, Jerome. I think you're going to have to take off and miss this one because we have one more guest for tonight. I love you. We'll see you next time, Jerome. If that person was trying to get on, they can get on now. And my mouse decided to die. Cool. So what's going on tonight is we have some amazing guests that were scheduled to be on here. We're going to talk about some comics. We're going to have a good time. We're going to yell. We're going to swear. We're going to talk about emus. Before the show, I tried to drink this beer and I didn't open it. That was a mistake. You guys missed it on camera, but I'm going to try to do it now live so people can see that I am ready to kind of hang out, drink a cold one. As you see, I'm not an alcoholic. This is a drink from October. It's Oktoberfest, and I'm still drinking the same beer because I don't go through them that often. But we're going to talk about comics. We're going to share comics. So if you guys are watching, I need a couple of favors, right? I need you to leave a comment. Let me know that you're there. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe and all that stuff that kids say. But really, I need to comment and let me know that you're here, that you're watching this, that you want to be part of this. And then we'll go from there. Oh, my God, what is happening? My mouse is dead, and it's driving me crazy. So we're going to get everything going. Again, my mouse is not working. Okay, so let's get some of these guests up here, and we will talk about all the wonderful things that are comics. I'm going to get person I like the most in the background, Tom Hutchinson. How are you?
What's going on?
It's funny, like my Brian Wolf, who's a co-creator on art, he's like, what the fuck? And it's like, I've known you literally for years. Sean's like, I'm never picked first, so Sean's fine. And Sebastian was like, this is like his nightmare. He's been waiting to know that I wasn't his favorite for years, and this is the confirmation that he's been waiting for. But how are you?
I'm all right. Doing the thing.
Doing
the thing. Doing the comic thing. Yep. Getting ramped up for the year, new comics, new Comic Cons, like just getting ready to do it all.
And you're a big proponent on launching in January.
For sure. Yeah. And I'll tell you this, apparently everyone else has cued in on it because normally we're in the low hundreds around this time, and we are well over 200 running in January as of right now. So people have clued in, which means I now have to adjust my strategy. But, it's fine.
Before we go any further, as my family likes to do on Thursday nights when I'm on live, they like to run the dryer. So randomly, you're going to hear a loud buzzing that's going to annoy everyone. But that's just the reality of a Thursday night at my house. For some reason, no one can understand this. My daughter's looking out there smiling. She has no regrets. Next up, we have Sebastian. How are you, Sebastian? You've known for a long time you weren't my favorite, and I'm sorry that
I'm okay with being behind Tom. That's fine.
That's fine.
I know my place.
I just want to know it's not you're not in the spot yet either. I got other people before you. So we're gonna get Sean Keenan on. I like Sean because one time he said he could get me into a con in Australia. Now I don't know if I have to pay my own way. In my vision, I'm fully paid, hotel and everything, but it's probably just like he could probably get you a table if I'm willing to pay the like $4,000 to go there. But that's fine. I'm going to pretend like Sean is all expenses paid guy hooking his brother up.
I would like to offer you that, but the likelihood of that is next to 0 to nothing. So,
is it because the 4 comic stores in Australia don't really care about comics?
It's a little bit of that, but I think there's just for here a lot of our comic book conventions are pop culture conventions. So the comic book side of it is such a small part that those guests, signatures, photographs, all that kind of unfortunately take precedent until you get to a certain point, and then you get the all expenses paid. But unfortunately, I don't think any of us are there yet. So,
well, part of my goal tonight is to make sure I give Sebastian a complex. Sebastian, I want you to know It is not your turn yet. Okay. Brian, you were next. I didn't want to put you next. I'll be honest. I like you. I like you a lot. You draw some stuff. You're always there and can do anything. But I know if I didn't get you on camera soon, you'd fall asleep. So I wanted to make sure you were on and knew you had to do stuff. So how are you tonight, Brian?
I'm good. I just have a bedtime. My phone already told me it's bedtime. It literally says I'm going to shut off now. So I know that it's too late, but I am here with you.
Okay.
Because you asked me to.
I appreciate it. I'm glad that you're here. And I want you to know that I appreciate that you're here. But Sebastian, I don't appreciate that you're here yet. I'm happy you're here, but not yet. Okay. All right. Just want you to know. Okay.
It's just funnier than it should be. I'm sorry.
I'm going to take the prettiest person in the room, and that is D Fish. How are you tonight?
Hi. How are you?
Good. I'm so happy that you're here. Lori said, "Hey, can D come?" And I said, "Of course D can. She's very charming." And I also told Lori that even if I didn't like Lori's such a great person. I will take anyone Lori tells me to bring. Even if I don't like them, I'll pretend to like them for the hour. It's no problem.
I'll accept it either way.
That's not you, though. You make some great books. You've been on my show before, and we had a great time. Frank Martin. Hey, look, they still make comic books. Thanks, Frank.
Yeah, that's Frank.
All right. Next up, we have Sebastian. When I said next up, you may have got excited. I want to let you know that it wasn't you that I was saying that to, and I
suspected.
Okay. I just want to know. Matt Knowles, how are you tonight?
Hey, what's going on? I knew when you said that you were going to be having your favorite person in the room join first. I wasn't even ready. I knew for a fact that I wasn't going to be that person. I was waiting to be like number 12 out of 10, but I'm glad that you actually had me come in before Sebastian. All right.
Right.
I feel good.
Right. It's important that people know their hierarchy in my life. It's important. You see, Tom let me down once at a writing gig, and I've got him upset about it because he's messaged me after the fact. And there's this little power trip here, right? Like, I want him to know that I appreciate him and he doesn't value me. I want him to know that he owes me, but he doesn't really owe me. Like, it's that power dynamic, Matt, is so important. It really trumps anything I'm doing here and any real relationships in my life. Like the guy Sebastian, for instance. Sebastian, who's upside down right now, lives in my local neighborhood.
Completely unprepared.
It's just you're clearly not ready to come on the show yet. Sebastian. So I'm gonna go to Sean Woods.
What's up, Travis?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I am sad that I'm not. It's fine. I'm not the second person, but I'm not even the first Sean. That hurts. That's fair though.
It's true. It's true. And I like you. In fact, I like you so much. You're going to be one of two. I'm about to do something on your Kickstarter that I've only done one other time.
Oh, yeah.
I damaged my copy of Hospice, and I need to order another copy because it's not in pristine copy, and I really want one. And I've only done that one other time. There's been many Kickstarter books that I've damaged and been like, well,
oh well, yeah.
That's a thing I damaged. But I do not feel that way about your book, Sean.
I appreciate that. I've got one for you.
Okay. And look at that background. I want to tell you that with the Godzillas, you got to run for your money on those action figures tonight, Sean. So you better recognize. I
got plenty. Bring some more over too.
Sebastian, you have a toy for your character, right? Could you bring that up here? Can I see that? Can everyone see that?
Oh, now you want to see something? Yeah. Make my fat ass.
Yeah, I don't really want to see it. That gives him something to do for a minute so he feels like he's part of the conversation. Anthony, how are you tonight? Hi. Anthony asked me a real random question when I was sending out invites. He's like, I'm in Australia. Can I come? So now I don't know, Sean, because you know me better than Anthony. Do I have a reputation of hating Aussies? Like that one time there was one gorgeous guy that you brought who was near my wife. So I was a little intimidated. But beyond that, we've had zero problems.
I think that night you did make a few comments about Australia that got back to the rest of Australia. So,
okay.
There were a few drinks, words were said, lines were crossed. And,
okay.
Yeah. So Anthony was just double checking. We're a very polite bunch down here. So yeah.
So this is a question for you. I don't. Are you straight? Or are you gay? I'm sorry if this is a weird question, but it's relevant. I promise.
Who are you asking?
D. Yes, D.
All over the place.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's a good enough answer for me. Sean brings a guy from Spartacus with his abs, a famous actor, and just brings him around a comic convention. And like with our wives, this is unfair. Like we've done our best to get a woman. Like us, we've worked so hard to even get a woman to talk to us, being geeks. And this guy's like showing off his Spartacus abbed guy. Like, do you feel that that's a fair way to present in comics?
Absolutely. I feel like if that was to walk past the table when me and my wife are there, we would both be pointing it out to each other, saying, "Ooh, look at that!"
Right. I was turned on by him. Like, so I understand. Like, all right. That was.
Yeah, I had to get a better looking guy than myself to help sell comics, so I went after him. So.
Well, amazingly enough, Travis just brought Sebastian back in, so I think there you go. I mean, you can get Sebastian to do that for you next time.
I mean, look at the abs on Sebastian since last we've seen him. He's doing well.
He's a handsome.
How much ham is too much ham? I have a pork chop right here. So you think you're making jokes, bro.
I got one of those.
Hold on. Let's make hold on, Sebastian. It's not your time yet. Sorry. Let's make you big real quick. What do you got here?
I was a custom action figure of my superhero persona, Ultra D, that my friend and collaborator Sabrina Pandora made for me.
Nice. That's great. That's great. Okay.
I don't ever wear that. I never will wear that. But
we're showing toys.
We got Tom Hutchins toys.
Oh yeah. All about showing toys.
Got our critter toy too.
All right, and let's see yours big real quick. All right. All right. And we have one final guest here. I wanted to bring Jason on a long time ago, but he's very intimidating. So when you see like his thing, I'm actually going to remove all of us and just show him because he's very intimidating. And then I'll bring us all back. Hold on. Remove. I'm even going to remove myself. Well, I guess can't remove myself because I got to talk. I didn't remove D. Sorry. Hold on. I'm going to make him big. What is going on here, Jason? Jason's drawing. What is happening?
I'm being intimidating. I'm making comics. Comics tonight.
And those are some good-looking fucking pages, dude.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. That's very intimidating. All right. Let's get everybody back in here.
That's why I'm here. I'm here to intimidate.
Most of us are writers, so I think that seeing any art is intimidating to us.
Just share your Word documents while you work.
No, I get it. I said most of us, not all. But we are here. Guys, I know people are watching from YouTube. Can one of you YouTube people leave a comment? If you're leaving on Facebook, leave a comment. Let us know you're here. If you guys are watching, please share it all out. Guys, it is time to get on to the meat and bones of this show. We are going to be talking and sharing about comics and doing some cool stuff and seeing what people have to offer. It's some really cool stuff here. So I'm going to start out. What campaign is ending the soonest? So let's start out first with that. Who's ending the soonest? Who's got a campaign that's ending in the next 5 days? All right, nothing 5, 10 days. 10? All right, we got Sean. We'll start with Sean then. Cool. So we're gonna show your campaign. We're gonna rock and roll this. Damn it, it's gonna be one of those nights. I'll show you why in just a second. It's gonna be one of those nights, and here's why, guys. I have a red bar at the top of my thing. Guys, this survey just went to me. It's not because I'm lazy and don't fill out surveys. It's because it just came to me tonight. So, anyways, Fog Within. Tell us about it, man. Tell us about this book. It's not quite funded yet, but it's getting there.
Oh yeah, I'm not
it's in the
worried
Make 100, which is cool.
Yeah. So The Fog Within, that was the first book I ever wrote. It got me into writing in general. We have now 4 issues. So this is the trade, the volume 1 of 1 through 4. It's a Mad Max-like universe with powers. It's also G.I. Joe meets X-Men with a time-traveling fog. It's kind of the elevator pitch. Basically, Hunter is in the present. There's a cataclysmic event that happens. A couple of days after the event, he gets in an argument with his wife. He runs to blow some steam off, runs into some fog, ends up 26 years in the future, doesn't know how he got there. And that's the first page. And as the reader, you're learning, just like he is, what has changed in this 26 years. There's rebels that are in place because the people, while he was gone, the regime is kind of oppressed everybody. So naturally, rebels come out trying to go against them. They know of a prophecy of something that's going to come through the fog. They've been waiting for this. This guy comes out. They think he's going to be the savior of them all. He has no idea what's going on, and he's learning through these 4 issues about this fog within him, and among other things too. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and this is my first trade, and I'm excited. I'm finally there after almost 3 years. Be able to say I have my volume 1.
Dude, that's a big step. Everybody's ever done it. That first trade is that's the one that's really hard to get to. And I'm super proud of you for doing it. I guess I am going to write shit down. I'm not going to go all crazy though, too crazy. So we're going to write on my piece of paper. Here's what I do. I'll make myself big. All right. So I got a piece of paper here. It's actually a really crappy backing. Oh, I can't do it on this one. Look, this is done by Elmy Rosette. This is Sad Boy Travis. It's a Sad Boy's Hours. It's a picture of me. Isn't that nice? Can't draw on that one. That one's important. Draw on this one. We're gonna put Fog Within, and we're just gonna try to get you backwards. You're at 42. Let's try to get you to 43. All right.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna write 43 on this piece of paper. That's our goal. We're not gonna go too crazy tonight because I want to yell at people. But Fog Within is a great book. I backed all of them. I'm really excited to get the trade finally and get everything all taken care of. So let's see if we can help get across the finish line.
Appreciate it.
All right. Next up. So that was 15 days. 7 days left. So we got anyone 10 days left. 15 days left. Okay.
We end on the 13th, so that's 15 days.
15 days? Okay.
Actually, 14 days, yeah.
All right. Well, Matt is up. Matt is a short campaign because he just launched on Tuesday.
Yeah, we did 17 days this time. We're trying to keep most of them about that, especially with having late pledges now. It just feels like that's kind of where we want to be.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, an orange cone one would be that.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume probably even with Summit, once you guys get past the initial releases, you might shorten it down. But for the first release, you got to be able to keep printing that money for as long as you can.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. That is. Hold on. I grabbed. I love Tom so much. I was trying to grab his campaign. Hold on.
Can you put Sean's link in the chat as well?
You put it in the. Oh yes, yeah. Let me do that. Oh, see, thank you.
It's there.
No, I mean
he needs it in the public chat.
Yeah, public one.
Thank you. I got to do that.
I got your back, Sean.
Appreciate it. Sean's Unite.
Sean's Unite.
Sean's
that's
all
a title if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fog in Australia, so he's very relevant to his regular day. Is what I hear.
Fog, ash,
yeah.
Do you guys still have ash problems where it's kind of like the fire still a problem?
Well, where I am in Melbourne, or I'm out of Melbourne, regional Victoria, the fires were that bad that it looked like it was fog or smog, and we were nowhere near the fires. That's how far it had come. So it's been pretty bad here this year so far. So yeah.
We just have ice problems, both snow and people. We have
legit could actually have snow in Florida. Like when people say snow in Florida, it's the Panhandle. It's one thing, but like I live in North Central Florida. Travis is in Central Florida, and to actually have there be people legitimately talking about there could actually be snow this weekend in Central Florida is insane.
I literally this morning had to scrape my windshields like I was in New Hampshire. And I was like, how do I do that? I don't have a scraper. This isn't something I need. So I literally went in our recycling bin pulled off the orange juice cover and to scrape the windows of the car.
Wow.
All right. Matt, you're back. So
yes.
Pirates are back.
Yeah, so this is Tatsumi, the Serpent Mistress #2. In the first issue, we got to continue the story where her first appearance was in our I Am Keto graphic novel. It was fantasy horror. This story is completely based on her. She was adrift in the sea after her entire kingdom was left for dead and basically scoured. And she gets picked up by a rogue pirate crew. She has to kind of align with them and then figure out how she can get these people to join her on her quest to go and wipe out the Dark Conquestors and Soul Rippers that destroyed her kingdom. Issue 1 was fun. Issue 2 is even more fun. We get to go to the pirate port of the Port of Alabasas, where chaos seems to be following Tatsumi behind every turn. One of the super fun things about this campaign is that the real world band, the Dread Crew of Oddwood, which is a pirate band from San Diego, actually has a guest appearance in the campaign, in the issue. Their music is what's in the campaign video. Right now, they're actually on a huge European tour. I think they're in France right now. I think tomorrow they're in the Czech Republic. So it's really cool to be able to actually have those guys be a part of the issue. It organically made sense for them to be in here. But we've got all kinds of fun stuff. There's even the ode to Travis Gibbon here because he busted my chops a while back about making sure there was a reading order, and we made sure we have Tatsumi's reading order at the bottom of this campaign. We've got all kinds of fun stuff. We've got regular covers and foil covers and metal covers and wooden covers and shirts and socks and poker chips and all that kind of fun stuff.
All right, so a couple things to point out here that need to be addressed. All right,
what's
ready?
that? Tell me.
A couple things.
Yes,
One,
sir.
I always give you crap for your lettering, but this swoosh is fucking amazing. So I gotta give you props when I see props. That swoosh is the best. I will credit it as the best swoosh I've seen in comics.
Boom! I'll take that. I'm literally going to put that. Hey, it's a pull quote. That's a pull quote right there.
Best swoosh in comics. I would like to pull that. Second thing I'd like to point out is something that just made me laugh. Where is it? Right here. Imagine Pirates of the Caribbean and the live action One Piece. So not One Piece. He wants to be very clear that
very
it's
much
only
so.
Live action version.
Well, but here's the thing, because if you're a fan of the anime One Piece,
right,
and you're like, the difference between the anime One Piece and the Netflix live action One Piece are two very different pieces of media.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that that people accurately understand what we're comparing it to, because if somebody just throws any random statement and it's like, oh, it's like One Piece, and then you don't see people with like, goobery arms and all kinds of crazy stuff like that, and the anime One Piece has got some stuff that's very very insane in what it does as far as the characters and their behaviors and all that. We want to make sure that people knew that it was more akin to the live action version, because I do think they're two very different things.
All right. Did you know I'm watching One Piece?
I did know you're watching One Piece. I do see your notifications from the Discord pop up all the time about you like this, you hate this, you hate this, you hate this.
Mostly hate.
Wait. Are you getting in on my action? I'm the hater.
I'm telling you,
you can't be out here doing hate.
It's normally
Here's the thing,
75%, 25% hate to not hate. It's not even like, it's not hate.
Right. Everyone's always like, you need to watch anime. You need to watch anime. You need to watch anime. So finally, I was just like, fuck it. All right, what is the longest anime? And they're like, it's One Piece. I'm gonna watch that shit. I'm gonna watch all 1,000 episodes, and I'm gonna tell you how bad they are one by one.
Oh, I like this. That's a great plan. I love that so much.
I'm on a few episodes in, but I will tell you, they got me for a few episodes. I was like, oh shit, this is all right. I'm liking this. and then all of a sudden, fucking Pokemon and weird shit, and like, see, like, so I'm hate watching, but it's good. It's good. Okay.
That's a long hate watch, though, man. You're going to be hate watching that for a couple decades.
But here's the thing: no one can ever say I didn't give it a try if I watched the longest thing, right? So everyone can shut the hell up.
Now, Travis, did you watch the Netflix one?
I am waiting until I get to the end of where it is. I am going to watch it, but I'm going to wait until I get to the end. So I watch the source material, as the kids would say.
Yeah, because it's only 8 episodes. It's actually really well put together. I think that the story construction they did for those 8 episodes was really well done.
I think I just got to the point where they had the sailing barge, where the restaurant barge, and they're finishing up and getting the last crew member. And I think that's kind of where they end in the thing. So I can probably watch it pretty soon.
Yeah, the sailing barge is a great Lego set around that one too.
Don't forget to read the mag. Brian, I am not going to read the freaking mag.
He's not doing that.
Hey.
When you find that stuff in the $5 trade bins, you got to start picking it up.
I don't know about that. Too much. All right, Matt, we're at 84. By the way, for people who like manga, I'm not going to hate your yum. I'm not going to hate your yum. Jason, how do you feel about, I don't know you well enough. How do you feel about manga?
Manga's good. Manga's good. I'm not going to get involved in that kind of longest struggle type of manga.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I like a nice self-contained book. They could be the phone book size, but just one of them. Just one.
Right. I feel you. You're not all in. I get you. All right. So that was 17 days. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12.
No, you're going the other way.
Go the wrong way.
You're going the wrong way. You're counting down. You got to count up.
Okay, 18, 19,
18.
Okay,
Yes.
we got 2 18s. All right, I'll bring Tom's up next because
It's so
Tom is-
bizarre that we all like launched on the same time. Like this is like really.
It's almost like Tuesday's a good day to launch. It's weird. By the way, this is not the way I do it, and I remember why I don't do it this way. All right, we're going back to Oz, huh? Is this an Oz year, Tom?
It is an Oz year, yeah.
Oh, I'm
It's
excited.
the 15-year anniversary of doing this book. So we're back doing a whole new story arc. We'll have a spin-off anthology, and it'll be an Oz-focused year, yeah.
I've done some Oz. Am I in that anthology? Am I in it?
No, because it's already done. So no.
Oh. So no. All right. I didn't make the cut.
No, it's the anthology is gonna be really fun. It's a lot of people that I haven't not worked with before. So a bunch of artists popped out of nowhere when I did my search for artists. They were just like, "I'm here." I was like, "God damn, you guys are good. Like, let's give you some work."
Nice.
And off to the races we went. So that thing's gonna be like finished in the next, before we even launch the book, which is great. So, but for those that don't know, this is our Western reimagining of Oz. So instead of ruby slippers, Dorothy's got ruby spurs, ruby bullets, Toto's her horse. Still has the fantasy stuff. You'll see like the flying monkeys, the witches, the haunted forest. But Oz as a world is grounded in the Wild West. So it's very steampunk style Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So where are we in this particular issue? What's going on?
So
here?
this campaign is for what will be volume 7. It'll be 3 issues that will be 100 pages for all 3 issues. So 20 pages and then 40 and then 40. This picks up right after volume 6, obviously, but it's called Ginger's Quest because it focuses on General Ginger. She's kind of been a B character through the series as we've kind of learned more about her and what her deal is and why she's been trying to release the Gnome King, which she did in volume 6. And now she's out in the wilds of Oz with her assigned gnome hunters who are basically trying to go out and wipe out the Kallidas that killed her family when she was a kid. So the storyline that we built for her kind of behind the scenes has now kind of come into fruition, and that drives the story forward for us. New series artist, you can see the preview pages is Allison Rodriguez, who's doing a ridiculous job, and Gat Melvin, who's been coloring this book for years, has come back onto colors. But we do have a new series artist who's doing just a terrific job.
Got a lot of Doomsday vibe here.
Well, the gnomes are rock and wood and mud and all that kind of
Right.
stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Nothing wrong with a little Doomsday vibe. Just
Well, I mean,
out.
that's what they're supposed to do. I mean, that's why they're out there and they're beating the crap out of these, essentially Kaleidas are basically big bears, but with tiger heads and tiger arms. So they're nasty things created by, that's not a thing I created. That's an L. Frank Baum creation. And that's kind of where people figure that the lions and tigers and bears, oh my, came from in the original movie, is from the Kaleidas, because there's no Kaleidas in the movie, but they kind of assumed that was a little nod to those beasts.
And I always love seeing this kaiju book. I know it's just like a short one shot. Well, it's 40
Yeah,
pages.
we'll be getting back to more. I've got some plans to kind of focus back in on that and get some more of that done. Yeah. But we got, every time, it's like every year that we come through, it's like we have another anniversary. So for some of our classic books, Critter and Penny last year, Oz this year, Ursa Minor is coming up. So it's like, oh my God, I kind of feel like I need to put the spotlight on these books at those right times. And so that kind of puts some of these other books on the back burner, but we'll get back to it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. This year I'm doing an annual literally because there's a bunch of books that I'm not going to get to for a little bit. So
Yeah,
I'm just
right.
like,
Yeah,
let
yeah.
me give you a small story of these because I need to give you something.
Yep. That's what we've been doing with our anthologies. We've been doing an annual anthology, but this year, because again, I wanted to go heavy Oz. This year's anthology is all Oz characters, new characters we haven't used in the series, new artists and stuff. So it's going to be a really nice, kind of fresh side element to the series. So yeah.
All right. Next up, we're going to grab Brian's dog. What's going on here? What's the dog?
He just wants me to hold him. I don't know.
Okay. Sebastian also wants you to hold him, and you're not holding Sebastian. So
Up.
You doing all right, Sebastian? You look tired.
I have a migraine.
You have one of your migraines. I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too.
All right. So next up, we got Finding D. If you have not heard about this story, you guys are in for a treat because it is a lot of fun. So D, take us away.
So this is the starter for the third color collection of the webcomic. Finding D is my weekly webcomic. It's the ins and outs of coming out as transgender, as a middle-aged cartoonist who's just trying to live their life and make it in comics. So
sure,
it's an exploration of all the interestingly boring things that happen in our lives. But because there's one story in specific in this volume based on a true account for a couple of years ago, Heidi, my wife, and I, we went to an 80s karaoke party at a local bar, got dressed to the nines, teased our hair up, went all out. We were a week early. We were the only two idiots dressed up. I had leg warmers on.
You were the best dressed there.
Yes, but as a result, this is the anytime something really stupid happens in our lives, I'm like, well, this is a good thing I got a comic strip for it. Well, since those strips are in this book, and it is the third book, so it's all about the 80s. And in the early 80s, when the third version of something came out, Amityville, 3D, Jaws, 3D, Friday the 13th, Part 3, in 3D. So this book has a brand new 3-page short story that is in 3D, classic red and blue anaglyph glasses that will come with the book, and a pinup gallery of additional 3D art as well. So covers and all kinds of fun pinups. There's an example of one of the pinups at the end of the at the bottom of the Kickstarter. That is, if you've got 3D glasses, you can slap those on and take a look at it. It works. That is my magical. That's 3D, and then the little piece all the way at the end of me on the flying trans unicorn, also 3D. So it's a ton of fun. Katie Rooston did an amazing job on the colors because I really don't like coloring that often. I colored that. I colored most like the covers and stuff. But the individual strips, Katie did an amazing job coloring them. It's over 80 pages of material. It features it covers all the time of what happened during the pandemic, the search for toilet paper, getting really, really stir crazy working from home. It features an extended storyline about all the really fun drama that happened in the real world with me getting my name legally changed here. Every obstacle that could have been thrown in my way kind of was. And, again, I have a resource to bitch and moan about it.
I'm excited about it. And I love, and this is just a weird thing about every time I've ever done anything with you or been near you or seen you on a show, Fish Lee is always in the chat. Like he just knows. He just knows. Where's Fish? I know he made a comment at some point. Like it's so wild that Fish can find you, even though you guys don't really associate that much as far as I'm aware. Like it's wild.
We're on these kinds of things all the time together. We've done art offs where we battle each other live. Fun.
The other thing I wanted to ask, you said everything was based on a true story, so I assume this unicorn story is true and accurate. You know where the unicorns are, and that's why it's in 3D.
She's in my garage at the back. She's prima donna. She doesn't appear on podcasts.
Well, of course, there's money in that. You don't show up for free.
Yeah, that's the unicorn. Comes from a strip I did, which is actually it's one of the T-shirt rewards. Is the strip. Called The Trans Agenda that I did a few years ago, because every now and again I'll have somebody saying, well, why isn't the comic strip more about, me speaking up about trans issues and whatnot? It's like, it really is not that. This is not the motivating factor of my life. It's like, it's watching fun shows and going to the movies and collecting goofy toys and reading comics and doing all this, that's. So the strip was the gag of, I don't wake up and drink trans coffee and make my trans breakfast and ride to work on my flying unicorn. And then I'm like, oh, whoa, shit, I'd totally trade my car in for that.
Yeah.
Although not right now with this weather, we both freeze.
Well, I'm sorry that someone wanted you to have a unicorn and you don't actually have one in real life, and it's very upsetting. The world is not fair.
This strip is all about actualizing dreams. So
well, I'm excited to see about this 80s. You're the only one who showed up as 80s, so that sounds like a fun story.
It was fun. We got very drunk in order to enjoy ourselves in the ridiculous outfit, and then we didn't even bother getting fully dressed up for the real event the next week. We were just so like,
been there, done that.
Well, you may not know this, and I don't want to speak out of turn here, but from what I understand from Anthony and Sean, the 80s just got to Australia, so they're super excited to hear to learn what to wear.
No, we've gone back to the 90s. I don't know what it's like in America, but it's the midriff tops, the low.
I really want that to be a Charlotte Hornets jersey he's wearing. Please tell me that's a Charlotte Hornets.
Sean, are you wearing your Zubas parachute pants?
You did it.
That is the 90s. That is the 90s.
A time travel.
Remember Johnny Depp right there on Elm Street, 1984, in his little midriff onesie top there.
We just proved that time travel is happening.
Like we've stepped back in time in the 90s. My
I
wife
think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. A lot of Aussies go to Bali and it's cheap. They can get the basketball jerseys. The 90s clothes quite cheap in Bali, so I think that's what it is. So.
Where's my starter jacket? That's what I need again. I need that.
You probably get one in Bali for hell cheap.
So much truth in that, Anthony. So much truth.
Is that one of those things where like companies are shipping out the Super Bowl winner jerseys for the teams that didn't win?
Yeah,
right. Charlotte has never been to the finals.
There is some country in Africa that thinks the Buffalo Bills are 4-time Super Bowl champions.
Mm-hmm.
I owned a Hornets one, and I remember being mocked by everyone. They're like, "That's the worst team." I was like, "That's the only starter jacket on the shelf. You guys bought all the good ones, and I wanted a starter jacket."
Yeah, it was all the color, man. We loved that color, particularly in the 90s. I don't know why.
I was a fan of Muggsy Bogues back in the day. You know.
Okay.
And it was like, because I'm height challenged, so I thought, hey, this guy can dunk, so maybe there's hope for me, you know. So,
well, I can't recommend this book enough. It's 3D, it's got a unicorn, and it's very relevant in Australia. So, like, if that's not a reason about it, we've got it. We wrote it down for 76. We're going to try to make sure we get you at least a backer. You're at 75 right now. We'll shoot at 76.
Thank you.
I have a friend that may want that, so I'll buy it for them.
Yeah, I think it's a good, and I actually, I don't know. I have to look around and see if I have. I think I have some on the shelf. I haven't got to it. I'll be honest, but I want to see where I'm at with my volumes. If I need two and three, or just one, or do I not have anything and I'm just making shit up? Any of that is possible. We'll figure it out in a little bit. I may even bring you to the shelf. We'll figure it out. It's one of those nights. David Galliano, 3D unicorns, metal, correct, very metal, but 80s metal in the book too. But very metal hairband 80s. So,
oh yeah,
I got it. So, where did you go with 80s? What did you go, Punky Brewster? Did you go metal? I just to get an idea of what those pages are going to give me.
Okay, so Heidi's metal. Heidi was rocking her AC/DC shirt.
Okay,
and singing the hair metal because she can rattle windows. She can hit notes that, like, she's got that whole Jack Black I do not need a microphone thing.
Right.
I was a bit more neon, like totally mini.
Okay. All right.
Side pony.
All right. I dig it. I still have a thing for Styx from Blossom. I don't know what happened to her, but I'm still in love.
I wanted the pattern of my life after Styx and Blossom.
Right. All right. Next up. So that was at 17, right? So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 30. Okay. That's it. Where are you gone? Jason, where's your campaigns?
It seems I'm an outlier here. I just jumped on. I don't have a campaign right now.
That's not true. You have late pledges up. I saw it.
I do have late pledges up.
All right.
That's true.
So we're going to go over that.
Comics available on my on the webcomic website and in the store on the site as well.
So we're going to get to that in a minute.
Sure.
You'll be last because you have late pledges. We're going to get to Sean.
Okay.
But Sean, are you there?
Yep, and mine's in pre-launch, so it's about to.
Okay. What about you, Anthony? Are you in pre-launch or are you live?
I'm pre-launch. I'm probably not going to be live till March, but I just thought I'd come and have a chat.
Oh, yeah.
Aussies, no launches, just out there waiting for everybody else.
They just want to talk to an American and see if we hate them. Based on the TV, they think we hate them. We don't. The TV lies.
Okay. I have checked the clocks. The Aussies are technically in the future, so obviously pre-launch.
That's
true. That's it. We're in the future.
All right.
Eternally pre-launch.
All right, so I guess we will go to the last one live, and then we'll go to late, and then we'll get the pre-launches. Okay. So, all right, that leads us to us. So us is Sebastian, Brian, and myself, and Jerome, who we kicked out for Jason. Jerome, if you're watching, much love you the most. We're going to talk about Summit Comics, and we are killing it.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Maybe you've heard about Summit Comics. We got a little article in CBR, so they care about us. Let's show you live what's going on with Summit Comics.
I heard about Summit Comics from Reddit.
From Reddit?
Yeah, if you can, post your post to Reddit if you get any press, and just enjoy the feast, because, man, there's some good gems on there.
We would like to welcome you to the Mildstorm universe. It's my favorite insult about our book, because it's not wrong. I feel that. But Brian, can you tell us about our campaign and what we're doing here?
Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of want to start from the beginning. I like to tell our stories. So CJ Hudson in one Saturday afternoon was just talking in the Discord that Travis runs, and he's
It
just
was
like,
a dark and stormy night.
It was the middle of the day, and you're a liar, and it's important to get it right. And CJ said, why don't we as creators who are creating our own superheroes just make a universe together that we can share and have same branding, have the same logos, and just kind of put it out as one group, as a collective effort. And we were immediately told by Christopher Albright that it would never work and we would fall on our faces. And for spite, we decided, let's prove him wrong, and immediately kind of launched into just working together. We built out our universe. We brought in some of the characters we already had, and just sort of got our art teams together, started working on what would become Pinnacle #1, which is not an anthology, as Travis will tell you. It is, in fact, a launching point for the whole series. And I came in like halfway through that day, that conversation. I know I was at my like daughter's gymnastics class or something, and I was like, and he's like, hey, we should bring you in. And then when we saw Sebastian, when we did a store signing, we were like, hey, we should bring you in. And so everybody's just been kind of bringing in their own characters, and as you can see, we finally got it launched.
And it is doing well. It is doing well. It is the mildest comic ever, but it's doing well. Jerome says you just wanted me to work. That is an accurate statement, Jerome. I would prefer you. Because what's going to happen is if I go, hey, where's this thing? You're going to be like, remember that podcast? And I can ask you 2 weeks from now. You're going to blame the podcast because that was your night of work. And now I've taken that away. So yeah, we got a couple of characters. Since we've got a couple of the creators here, I'm not going to speak about it. I'm going to let you guys do your thing. Can you talk about you guys' 2 characters that are in here, the Go-To Guys and the Kobold Cricket?
Yeah, I'll talk. So one of the things I wanted to do was bring in a story I kept trying to do on my own. Is these 2 guys, they're the Go-To Guys. I don't know if you get there's a page down here with them in it somewhere, or there was. Who knows where? Let's see. Or maybe everything got, yeah, right there. We get that page. Yeah, so so it's a kind of random looking picture of a giant robot, but we do have a character who creates these kind of block technology robots and weapons and vehicles, and then another character who's just very strong. And they run a company that basically eliminates large subterrestrial threats. So your giant insects, your giant, worms, or whatever, like that come from somewhere. Somebody's sending them up, and they're the ones that take care of it. So I got to do 6 pages in here introducing those characters, but I'm also drawing Upheaval, which is a character that Travis created. And we already had issue 1 come out, and there's Marcus Jimenez's cover there of the character. And she's a young tech user. She's got these drones that she can pilot, that with her sort of mind, her consciousness is connected to these drones that her father had sort of passed down to her. And then within this story, we have her dealing with some aliens, which she did not deal with in her original issue, at Cape Canaveral. So we get a scene where we're at NASA because she is specifically set in the Central Florida area. So we get to sort of play around there. And I'll leave it to Sebastian to talk about his character.
Mm-hmm. I made a blue bug. I stick to write what you know. I know goofy characters that dress like bugs. I tried thinking, all right, the comic book world is filled with spiders. Everybody's got a spider. And there's a fair number of beetles, and, dragonflies pop up all the time. Even Brian made one, so who wants to rehash that? And I was like, crickets don't get a lot of love. And because I like the Silver Age, Bronze Age crap, where alliteration is more important than superpowers, I originally thought of the Crimson Cricket, but when I looked that up online, not so much in the comic book world, but a shit ton of bars and companies have a Crimson Cricket as their name and logo. And I was like, well, I don't want to make my poor artist have to design a character, but it can't look like this, or this, or this, or this, or this. So I moved to Cerulean Cricket. But I'm colorblind, and I'm not really sure what shade Cerulean is. So then my friend Vinny suggested Cobalt because it goes back to that hard C that I wanted from Crimson. And he's like, plus it's an alloy, it can make him sound tougher. I'm like, sure it will. So I came up with the Cobalt Cricket, and your proportionate speed, strength, agility of a cricket. And of course, he has wings, and when they vibrate, they make a chirping sound. So he had his friend who's good with tech put a microphone and amplifier underneath his kind of carapace-looking cape, and he has speakers on his gloves, and he can use the chirp like a sonic blast of sorts. Because even without a migraine, my brain doesn't function very well, and this is what amuses me, right? That advice they give every writer, write the story you wanted to read. Well, I wanted to read about a guy who dresses like a blue cricket. And I was on a different show last night, and we were talking, and he was asking me about, and he said his favorite part of this character is that he seems self-aware. And I was like, oh yeah, no, he knows that there's people with actual powers in this world, and he knows he's not. I even have a line in his in the Pinnacle where the villain that he's fighting is giving him shit for it's like you're a blue bug, what do you? And he goes, yeah, I know. Criminals are not, there's no criminal out there that's cowardly or superstitious enough to fear me. So, he knows he's not Batman. He knows his presence isn't going to do shit. People aren't going to be like, oh no, Crimson Cricket, I better give up. He knows what he can deal with and what he can't. And he tries his best anyway. Because some of my favorite stories were like those, that Spider-Man story where he fights Firelord, and everybody's like, he's a Herald of Galactus. You got the power cosmic. You can't fight him. And then Spidey beats the fuck out of him just because he's been having a bad week. That's the shit I live for. There's no reason you should be able to do that, and yet there you are. This is the ridiculous bug equivalent of a mom suddenly being able to lift a Volkswagen because her kid's underneath it. That's what I went for.
So, Sebastian, are you saying your character is kind of like the anti-hero, and not from a traditional anti-hero, but anti-hero because he doesn't have anything that makes him a hero?
Right. He has good intentions and is working with what he's got, but what he got was not when they handed out superpowers. He went to that place where apparently where Australians buy their clothes or whatever, and he just got what was left. And they're like, I was looking for superpowers. I want to protect my city, and they're like, we got cricket powers, and he's like, fine,
We still have a few here, Sebastian. They're called Kmart. Maybe you've never heard of them. It's fantastic.
We don't have Kmarts anymore. You lie.
I believe in China, cricket was a symbol of good luck, so he's got that going for him too.
That's true.
Yeah, well, because that's what he needs. I'm going to be a hero. Good luck with that. So that's
big brain on Brian. Show that he wants to move on. Oh.
And that cricket was blue too.
We're going to try to get
I guess I'm more derivative than I thought.
Sebastian, someone's going to call him Jiminy at some point, and I'm going to be the first to do it, okay?
Wrong. In issue 4, he gets a drone with an AI in it, and it was when it was before it was his drone. It was called a GMND, a genometric nano drone, but now it's his geometric nano. Of all things, it's an ethikizer. It basically preaches ethics, and it is his GMNE cricket. So suck it.
But don't
No,
worry
I
about
can't
it,
beat
Brian.
the king of puns.
We own the drones in the universe, so we'll fix
That's
that
true.
real quick.
Is it a nano drone? No.
All right, next up we have Sean's. That's Summit. Hold on, where's Sean? that's
That was an accident.
It's a different angle. Hold on, it was an accident. Give me a second, Sean. So you're writing werewolves now. What's going on here?
Yeah, so I've been having this one in the works for about the last 18 months. I went and did a pitch at the Melbourne International Film Festival based on this concept of Ned Kelly, werewolf hunter. So I've been lucky enough to also secure here in Australia what we call a Match Lab grant. So this will be the first time where I'm going to do the full story in one graphic novel all together. And then the Match Lab, whenever someone pledges, they will match it dollar for dollar up to $10,000. So it's my biggest project to date. I've done quite a few, but this is going to have one of my biggest targets and biggest endeavor. Take me probably 12 months over the time from start to finish. So yeah, so this is just a pre-launch page at the moment. So we've got 206 followers. We want to get that up to about 250 prior to launch. Going to launch late February, start of March. And yeah, it's Ned Kelly, werewolf hunter. The lawmen turn out to be werewolves. So a lot of the historical elements are still there, and we've just thrown in the supernatural and horror aspects to it. So if you've seen like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, where they use certain parts of Abraham's life to expand that lore around him being a vampire hunter, we're doing a very similar thing to Ned Kelly. If you don't know who Ned Kelly is Australia's most famous outlaw.
Incorrect. That is Crocodile Dundee, sir.
According to my history book, that was every Australian originally, I thought.
Sebastian. That's a bit harsh. Yes,
I actually have an uncle that looked like him, like Mick Dundee. So
that's what the British told me. They seemed trustworthy.
All right, I'll
the
give
biggest
you
outlaw.
Bayou Billy was also there. That was another one.
I thought it was Yahoo Serious.
So I've been lucky enough. I've got a bunch of Australian artists doing some pinups at the moment. I've got Arturo on interior. So he's a Brazilian artist, but now lives in Australia. So he's going to do the interiors, and we've got a bunch of really cool stuff, and we hope to announce some awesome stuff in regards to this outside of the graphic novel, with some rewards we'll be offering as well. So just needing confirmation on what I can and can't say around that at the moment, and once I have that, I'll be shouting it from the treetops. But super excited about this project, but it's probably the first one in a long time that I'm very nervous about, considering I have to hit a certain target, and it's a much larger target than I would usually go for. So I'll be calling on friends and family to give me a hand with this one. So,
all right. So,
Sean, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, definitely.
It's not so much a question as I'm a fan of Ned Kelly, but I want people to understand that what he's wearing here is pretty much accurate to Ned. And could you explain it a little bit?
Yeah, so back in the hold on. Ryan, why are you giving us? This is before anyone was live, but why are you randomly giving us Australian facts? You don't fucking live there. Like, don't pretend you know who Ned Kelly is to be cool in front of Sean.
He Googled it while he was talking so he could kiss ass.
It's actually really funny that you say that, because in Baltimore, I saw a cosplayer, a young kid, full Ned Kelly outfit. He made it himself. And I'm like, out of all the cosplayers that you could see, that's the first time I've ever seen someone, even in Australia, cosplay as Ned Kelly. So it was kind of cool. So I'm with you, Brian. A lot of people do enjoy and like Ned Kelly.
I want to hear more about Ned Kelly, but hold on. I want to do something. So I'm going to share the link. I'm going to show you what to do. See, it's not hard. See, right here, it says 206. See, it's right here. What you do is you just click this thing. It doesn't take any effort or any money. So this one is super easy. Look, it's now 208. You know why? Other people figured out how to do that. So that is what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Continue. Tell us about Ned Kelly.
So Ned Kelly is an outlaw during, like, I guess your Western times. So back then there was, like, you know, no real armor, so you would kind of wear, you know, your trench coat and that type of stuff. Now he knew that the cops were coming after him and that, you know, he was going to make a final stand and all that type of stuff. So he actually used plow armor. So, you know, what you would usually plow fields with, and made a helmet, a chest plate, and a groin plate, and actually wore that, and then came out firing and against the police and killed several police officers. Got shot over 20 times, which back then is pretty amazing that he actually survived after being shot 20 times. And he got hung and was the last person to be hung at the old Melbourne jail here in Melbourne. And when they asked him if he had any final words, and you might have heard this as a saying, he said, "Such is life." And then they hung him. So that was his last words. So he's a pretty polarizing character in Australia. Some people see him as like an anti-hero, a Robin Hood. But there are a lot of people that, because he did kill police officers, that see him as a hardened criminal and all that type of stuff. So it's been a little bit of a fine line with marketing and everything, especially online, keyboard warriors and those type of things. But I'm excited to tell this story. It's a little bit of fun. There's no, you know, malice.
You should make all the werewolves cops.
Yeah, exactly right. Like that's my excuse when everyone comes at me. I'm like, dude, it's not historically accurate. You know, they're werewolf cops. Like, yeah, if you don't get that out of the title, I think you're missing something. It's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, super excited about this. Some really great creators that I'm working with on this one, and yeah, excited to launch it, but also a little bit nervous, as I said.
Can I ask a question, Sean?
Yeah, of course.
Looking at that same arc, I love werewolf stuff. That tail on that werewolf, I'm like, is that a Tasmanian tiger tail? It's different than a normal werewolf tail.
So I don't want to give too much away, but we've got several different werewolves in this story. So rather than just having a singular werewolf, there are several, like, classes, you might want to say, in regards to that. So and that's a good pickup, but I'm working on something else with that as well, and it's the same artist, and I think there was, yeah, he kind of drew very similar to what we were doing with a different project. So because literally this was just a pitch. It was not like it wasn't like I wanted to make a graphic novel about it, but it was not something that I had set out to do and had everything in place and all that type of stuff. I was like, oh, can you draw this? I'm going to pitch this and see if anyone's interested. And the ball rolled way quicker than than I expected, and which is exciting, but as I said, a little bit nerve-wracking as well.
It's a cool piece. Caught my eye, and I stared at it.
Thank you.
All right. So one of the things I want to make is an observation for us writers. Jason's been working on that panel for a long time. So Dee and Brian being artists, is this typical? Because it didn't take us that long to write it. So like, what is that?
He's doing washes. He's doing all kinds of technique there. So it's
I'm doing a lot.
There's a lot going on there. In that
but I did
panel.
also write it, so I did this to myself.
Okay. All right. I just
And yes, it all takes forever.
It
I'm
does.
very confused by this process because I thought like when I wrote it, it's just super easy and like barely an inconvenience, you know. Huh. No wonder comics take so long to make on your side. That's. I'm gonna write that down and remember that, bro. I'm gonna treat you better, Brian.
Yeah. Put that on a whiteboard in your room or something.
Huh. Art takes longer than writing. Interesting. Was not aware.
It's true.
Unless you're Alan Moore, and then it's about the same.
Right.
But then the art takes longer because you still have to read the Alan Moore and before you can do the art.
Well, and imagine if you got a script from Grant Morrison, like you'd need the plot explained to you like 12 times. So that's part of the process. So
It all adds up.
I still don't think I've ever understood a full Grant Morrison book. Even the Deadpool, like I feel that Deadpool Batman, I feel there's stuff I didn't get. Like it was way above my head.
I felt like he was trying to go above your head.
Right, that's true. That's what he does.
But no, specifically your head when he wrote it.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm just gonna fuck with Travis." Weird.
That's why I like Jonathan Hickman better. He dumbs it down. He's like, look, you know I'm smarter than you, but I'm going to explain it for you idiots in the room. Thank you. I appreciate you. That is what I'm looking for.
He does infographics too. He does all the graphic design for his stuff. So he really wants.
And that's how I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Infographics. Except for the X sword thing. I don't know why all the X-Men needed swords. So I'm still trying to figure that out. Beyond that, like we're good. All right. Next up, we are back. Volume 3 of this wonderful universe that Anthony's been creating. I should have known that Anthony only comes around when this wonderful volume's back. So we're at Volume 3?
Issue 1, yeah. So I haven't been in comics. Well, I haven't done a comic book probably since about 2023. I did do some anthologies for my series, and a lot of creators came on board. But I kind of I actually worked harder. I did some D&D books, and I'm like, I'm never doing this again because it's just so much work writing whole D&D books. We did like 300-page setting guide and campaign to my world, which was actually very beneficial because it helped me really distill everything. And we're basically doing some reprints. Tavern of Dreams, my novel, was the highest funded novel in Australia on Kickstarter. So I got to reprint that, but I'm going to change it into a comic format. So it'll be comic book size, but as an illustrated novel. That's the characters from it, the duck and and all that. So if you like fantasy and adventure, it's about the whole premise of Luminous Ages is there are these wizards, they're called Captivaries. They can draw enemies on a page, limb for limb, and capture them. So you might be walking down a street, and then maybe your mortal enemy is a Captivary, and he draws your leg, and next minute you're hopping or you've fallen over. So that's the premise of the powers. And then there's the Luminaries who draw and bring monsters to life off of a page, and also off of surfaces, like almost like airbenders or earthbenders. They can do it on trees or rocks and bring monsters to life or capture you onto a stone. And it ties in a lot of mythology from around the world. I'm Aussie, but my family comes from Cyprus. So having that influence, there's a lot of Greek mythology, Egyptian, Middle Eastern, Asian mythology in there. So yeah, that's pretty much Luminous Ages, and I'm excited to be back in the comics. And yeah, I love game design as well, but I'm really sticking to kind of the video game area, card games versus D&D books. I love doing the book, but it was just so much work. Luminous Lore will be there for sale with it as well. And really, it's this is actually kind of like the fourth book, because Tavern of Dreams is a volume 1.5. So I've got volume 1, the first book. Tavern of Dreams will be 1.5. Volume 2 is the Byzane Book of Monsters. This is actually volume 3, but it's the fourth volume. And we also have a Greek goblins story as well. So we've actually got goblins from Greek mythology. That's a spin-off story which ties into the whole world. So I'm really glad to be back with comics and doing all the art and everything. I have my letterer, Stephen Kwok. He's helping with it, or SK. So yeah, it's good to be back, and I'm just looking for followers. So if anyone wants to put some love and follow it, it's been a while. So
see, guys, I'm going to remind people how to do it. Hold on. See this? The little black button here. You click the button. It's not hard. See? Wow. Look, see? And just like the last time, other people have done it as well.
Yeah. And for me, comics, like I make a lot of my living from my art, like selling paintings. Like I have this original of the Dark Crystal signed by Mike Quinn, and I sell all over my paintings as originals like this. And I will have comic book art original as well for sale from the first issue, because like, although it is digitally painted, I do have, sometimes when I'm traveling and doing cons, I have watercolors like this, which is from volume 1, which I haven't sold yet. I've been kind of too scared to put it on the market yet. I don't know about scared, but just more not having time. And I think like I was on a big holiday break, a little bit of a Christmas break, and I was like, I need to get back to comics. Like, I think it's kind of like the foundation of what I do. I don't do it for, like, I would be nice to make a lot more money from it. I've done the Match Lab like Sean has as well, which is the government grant thing, and I did really well with that. So I got 18K, and the government gave me 10K, which got me a chance to go to America in 2018, and I got to meet Tyler James and a bunch of other creators there as well. So I think, Sean, you'll do well, man. So don't be too stressed. I'll back you. Don't stress. So, ultimately, I've just realized that comics and art are the foundation of what I do. And I'm like, I do it all myself. I mean, I have editors and letterers helping me, but I'm just going to pace myself and release it. It's a passion project. And I'm blessed that I can make a living out of art for now, as long as AI doesn't take my job away, so to speak, which I doubt it with these original paintings. So, but has anyone got any questions about Australia or emus? I can tell you all about the emu war. So
I've got a lot of questions. First, I don't think you understand that we don't have a government that cares about the arts. So this grant thing, we don't know what that is. We've read about them on the internet. They sound really nice.
Australia is very lucky.
It's like healthcare. They're illusions. They exist somewhere. We don't know where.
Australia has a whole range of grants for the arts, comics and art. It's called Match Lab. It's a funding body that helps creators and helps us getting our books out there. And there's also a few others. We're also in the works to develop video games as well. So that's something I'm really excited about this year. So like I said, gaming and art, but I'm doing it with other people this time instead of me. Well, I had a lot of help on the D&D book, which I've got over here. Sorry, 1 second. So this is a massive D&D book, which is a huge team of us, but I still felt like a lot of the responsibility fell on my shoulders as the creator, which was no one's fault but mine, because I'm a bit of a control freak. But we're going into video games because at least with the programmer, he'll be able to carry a lot of the weight of the project. And we've got a few video games in the works. So we also have 2 funding bodies in Australia called Screen Australia. So if anyone needs any help in Australia, they have a digital fund for games. So you can go for funding for game projects. The only catch is you got to put the Screen Australia logo on your video game. And there's also South Australia Film Corp, which we also just applied for a big grant for that. They don't open up very often, but me and my team, I've got my assistant. She's also a programmer and an artist herself. She's on the team. And I have a programmer I partnered up with, a guy called Kieran in South Australia. He's an amazing programmer. He's worked for some really big games in Australia. But we've got South Australian Film Corp, and then there's also Screen Australia. And also, we are incredibly lucky. Every state in Australia or region has funding. Like there's Western Australian Digital Fund for digital games. We also have funding bodies in Queensland for that. And So yeah, we are a bit lucky. So if you're an Australian and you're listening in, yeah, it's really something that is a big advantage. But you do want to stick to an Australian team. So sorry, Americans can't really partner up with you. So, but I think they really have a bias to a majority Australian team. It's the same with the Match Lab. I think, Sean, is that right with you? Is it all Australian on your team? Or they're now Australian because you got your Brazilian artists that moved to Australia. So
yeah, some of the stipulations around some of the grants are that they have to be based in Australia, which is why I kind of haven't gone for the grants before, because I've used Singapore artists, Philippines, America type of thing. So this time was the first time that I've used an all-Australian team.
Wow.
So,
you can bring Travis over because once you pay the $4,000, and you bring Travis over.
That's what I need to do to get a grant. I'll bring you over, put you up for 6 months.
Well, they say if they need someone who lives in Melbourne, I was
going to say.
Right.
If they don't look too closely, he does live in Melbourne.
Yeah, I'll leave the Florida, USA off.
Right, and I will bring my ID. I will show that I live in Melbourne. We are completely legit. But it's fascinating that you guys care about the arts. I wish I wish more of us. We do have people who do care about the arts.
I think it's different though. Like the benefit of America is you have the massive convention scene, and you got a bigger audience. And like for us, when we launched our D&D book, we were like marketing to Americans, and we were paying a lot on ads to drive a lot of people to back us there. So like we're 30 million people, whatever it is, close to 40, I think, and you guys are in the hundreds of millions. So. Yeah. And yes, the conventions are pretty good here, and they do pay our bills. A lot of us creators, it pays our bills. But when I was in America and I was doing the shows with Tyler James, and I actually was in Florida, bro. I wish I connected with you. So I was actually in Florida because one of my artists, Rob Richardson, who has worked with me before, he's in Florida as well. And I also went to Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. I did a show called IlluxCon there with all the fantasy artists, and I just noticed the passion of the fan base for the arts was I guess different to Australia. There's more apathy here around the arts. In Australia, most people only care for footy, for AFL or for NRL. And I'm not saying that's it is a bit of a generalization, but it is the thing. Like if you got people that like comics and art, they're also going to be liking football and AFL, and that might take more precedence over comics and art and stuff like that. So the culture, I think, in America is, we know the American comic, that American size format, that is American, and, the first major major comics were published in the US. So, and I think that's why, our government kind of does support the arts or those sort of things more, because they know that it is a lot harder, and can't the footy, so that seems to take the preference, and it's not a bad thing. It's just the culture here, so it's a different culture to you guys, and that's why I respect Americans, and I hope you guys love us too. So
I mean, we're a little mad about you guys letting Steve Irwin get so close to Stingrays, because he was a national treasure. For us, not for you. Discovery Channel hasn't been the same.
That America's Cup thing we didn't really like either.
Yeah, we didn't like that either. So Jason,
yeah,
it's finally your turn. First off, how have you been on my Facebook friend? I don't know how long you've been a Facebook friend of mine, but your art is fucking fantastic, dude.
Thank you.
I have. Let me see if I can bring the return up here, because I needed your link and I couldn't find it. So I found the return. Guys, check this out.
I have to apologize. I have to leave. I forgot that I got to pick up my daughter from school. I forgot.
Oh, we're going to be wrapping up soon anyways, but yeah, please go. See you, Sean.
Yes.
Hey guys, have a good one. Thanks for having me.
See you next time.
See you later. More important, Sean.
Dude, look at
Just kidding.
Look at
Equally
this fucking art, guys. Look at this.
That's insane. That is insane.
So yeah, this is all from is a webcomic that I'm running, and it's a graphic novel in 4 parts. Each of the first 3 parts are about 42 some pages, and then part 4 will be about 28, something like that. 155 pages total. So when it's running as a webcomic, I put it out Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then as I finish each part, I do a Kickstarter to print that part of the book as we go. So I have done 2 Kickstarters so far.
Okay.
With part 1 and 2. Finished part 2, the Kickstarter for that in September last year, and delivered that. And just working on my buffer to get ahead to launch part 3, probably coming up beginning of February now.
Wow. I mean, this looks amazing. I need to buy this book. I'm really excited. But can you send us the link to the Kickstarter? Because we can still get late pledges, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll back that.
I believe so.
This is a beautiful fucking
to the
book.
website.
I don't know how you were friends of me, and you're so talented, and I have not
taking advantage.
He's an artist. He keeps to himself. That's what artists do.
I see an appearance of Cthulhu in Veins coming up.
Right? Oh my God! Is this? Oh my God!
Am I allowed to ask a question?
Sure.
No.
No?
Did not ask his like page rates because that's kind of rude. But
No, nothing like that. No.
Who has the card show?
I mean, not on.
Not live.
I don't think I can pretend to live in Australia, but I don't know if there's a Grand Rapids, Australia.
No, it's really cool work. But I was just going to say, with the web comic format, do you find like that brings a lot of people having that, or do you feel like you're gypping yourself by almost giving the comic away for free? And does that drive a lot of people to your Kickstarter? Like, I used to do the web comic, but I found I was giving away too much. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I think where I am right now, I need more eyeballs than I need like a couple bucks to have somebody look at it.
Right.
When you have a webcomic and the whole thing's going to be up there and it's going to live on there for as long as I can maintain a website. It gives a place to send people and just say, hey, just look at this book. I need more people to look at my stuff than I need to try to get a buck out of somebody.
That's fair.
Listen, I got to teach you how to do Kickstarters. We can make you some money because you did this all wrong. Do not do another Kickstarter without speaking to me, good sir.
I'm ready. I'm ready to talk.
Yeah, we'll get you when you're ready for your next one. You did it all wrong, and that's why you didn't make as much money because your art is there. The reason, and I'll explain it right here real quick, just for anybody's watching, because you can't back it. Always offer the first issue. Don't just go to the second issue. Nobody wants to buy just the first and second issue.
So it is available through the add-on process.
Right, but you want it in the front. Yeah, you want it. You're advertising that it's like this is a series because people don't know. If they look, most people aren't educated enough to even check the add-ons. They're just gonna try to get it.
And you don't really, unless you scroll down the story, you don't see the add-ons. So it's I'm working on it. But I'd love to talk about it. Yeah,
and if you can PayPal me whatever these 2 issues things, tell me how much I owe you. I will buy it today, please. Because I can't do it. Send me whatever the link is, and I'll give you the address. I want that book.
If the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter might just send you to the webcomic page, and they're available in the store there. Through that process.
Shop. Okay. All right. I see it. All right. I am going to send that link out to anybody who wants to buy it. All right. Dude, I want to talk to you about your book back, but it's late. I know I can see people are already passing out. Look at Sebastian right there.
It's a free webcomic, medieval horror family.
And the most entertaining migraine I've ever had.
Oh, good.
Who's a good evening, been listening while I'm doing stuff. Thanks, Brian. Jay, I love that old talk. Webcomic artist here. And Finding D, that's a webcomic too, right? A little bit? Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, I used to have a webcomic, but we've switched because we do so much. We turned it into like a web store, but I'm still thinking of debating going back and having because I've got so many books offering like samples of each web comic, but you then have to update, maybe starting to post again. So yeah, I have to do a new website, because the present one is like a Shopify kind of store for the brand, and I think there is a benefit to it. Like when I started in 2016 with like as a webcomic, I think that built up the hype and it allowed that Kickstarter to grow and find your audience, you know. But the big problem is advertising that webcomic. You know, you really got to push it at conventions, telling people about it, give them a website. And I think there is like there was a website where you can promote web comics. I can't remember. My assistant knows. You can pay for advertising there, but I can maybe, like, if I add you, I can let you know what it's called. But there's a couple of websites where they promote web comics. Maybe Dee knows about it, but and they kind of help with driving people to your web comic, getting them hooked, and then it's a bit of a process, and I think it's worth what you're doing. Is really cool. So, you know, that's awesome. I'm going to back it next time it goes live.
Yep, you can follow me as a creator. The next Kickstarter will probably be in the summer at this point.
We're gonna make that happen. I'm trying to back your book right now. I'm trying to figure out your shipping. Your shipping's higher than I'd like, so let me see if I can get 2 issues. If it's the same price, we'll figure it out.
There you go. We'll figure it out.
I'm still gonna buy it. I just will complain about the shipping and be mean about it. But we are wrapping up, guys. It is time. It is done. I know a lot of you got backers. What I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna show them back on the screen, but I am gonna share them in the group. So I'm gonna talk about them real quick. No, I am gonna share it because that's rude. I'm gonna share everybody's stuff real quick. Make sure they got their monies and yell if they didn't, and then they can go if they didn't. We're gonna go with Fog Within first. Let's see where Fog Within is. I wanted you to get 43 because you were at 42. Let's see. Share that out. Fog Within. You were at 43 exactly. But let's see if we can do more. Give a quick pitch, Brian. That's not your name. Your name.
I think it's Sean.
Your name is Sean.
Right.
I'd be happy to.
Go ahead, Brian.
No, I'm Brian.
But yeah, it's Mad Max-like universe with powers. G.I. Joe meets X-Men with time-traveling fog. All the rebels. There's elite rebels in there as well, so they're main characters. I've got the Swarm Lego with the trade as one of the tiers. I have, of course, 4 issues. And it's dystopian sci-fi set in the future. If you like running, there's running involved. It's about the pitch.
That was my bad. I was trying to share it. I had to open up the Facebook, and the Facebook had the video going. My bad.
Very good.
Sean, I said keep talking. Talk about your book.
Oh, my bad. So yeah,
say
Hunter. Hunter learns that he has the power within. He's training. He gets a little cocky. Goes after the guys on his own.
Don't tell us boring stuff, Sean. Tell us about the guy who keeps coming back in the background that your kid loves.
Oh, Gary. Gary is becoming a favorite character. Just a random guy that was screaming in the first issue. My son said that guy is now Gary, and now he has his own little story. And now he's got a Gatling gun in the 4th issue, and now he's on the trade cover too, just because Gary is cool. And now he'll keep on going. Now he's one of the main members of the group. He's a random dude that was just in the town. And eventually he has like a little arc of becoming a rebel, being saved by the rebels, becoming a rebel. And now he's this crazy guy with a Gatling gun, and he screams a lot. And my son loves him. And he has a shirt with his face on it. And he's the only one with this shirt, Gary. And he wants a Lego now too. And I said, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Maybe next volume we'll do the Gary Lego.
All right. Well, you were so close to funded, guys. We need $200 to get him funded, basically. If you guys can back it, that would be great. He's at 43 backers. I'd like to see him at 50 by the time I look at this tomorrow. Don't fuck this up. I'm counting on you. If you do fuck this up, I'm going to have Dee ride in on her unicorn and kick your ass. And you don't want that because it's a real unicorn, from what I understand. It's very metal.
On the unicorn and Anthony on the emu, battle to the death. That's the thing right there.
Look, the thing is with this emu war, guys, 20,000 freaking emus, right? The army couldn't penetrate their bullets through their hide. Like literally, only 300 emus died, I think, and then they had to bring in bounty hunters to kill these fucking emus. So,
What?
So you just told me what you just told me there was that they sent Boba Fett to fight emus.
American.
No.
Americans.
that is from Australia, or New Zealand, Australia, same thing. You know,
It's this Ned Kelly guy. I don't know who the fuck he is, but apparently
Ned Kelly.
Somebody can start making $1 million by setting up a lineup of Star Wars bounty hunters fighting emus. Like that's your next $1 million idea at cons right there, guys.
I think get the right from Lucasfilm. Yeah, sure.
I think that we've all missed the obvious here. They have not called in the Cobalt Cricket. Then it'd be lights out. It'd be game over. Okay.
You know what else is lights out? You know, there's no place like home, which is in Kansas. Tell us about the Legend of Oz. We wanted you to get 126. You're at 129. You're killing it here.
Yeah, boy.
Even though Matt was next, I skipped Matt for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's fine though.
Yeah, that's fine. Please tell us about the
Western reimagining of the Wizard of Oz. Ruby Spurs, Ruby Bullets, Toto's Her Horse. This is volume 7, but we have catch-ups for anything that you need to. If you're new to the book, you can get. We have our omnibus in there, which is actually going to be in my hand very soon. Which has the first 4 volumes. Volume 5 is available. Volume 6 is available. You can get the whole thing if you don't have the book. Or you can just start right here because this is going to be a very ginger-centric storyline that we're going to be doing all year long.
All right. A quick question for you, Tom. Has anybody, because you go to Oz conventions, does people get mad at you because there's no dog?
No, when I tell them that Toto is the horse, they lose their minds. That's like almost a selling point. They're like, "Oh my god, that's brilliant! Toto's the horse."
I mean, I've read your writing. That's not the most creative thing you've ever written.
No, but they love that that's the interpretation, you know.
Okay.
And when I explain it to them, I tell them, like, it's a Western world. We could probably make Toto a dog, or we could go cliche and make it like a coyote or something. But I was like, look, Dorothy's going to have to ride a horse. So there is zero reason that Toto is not the horse. And it's like their heads just explode at that point. And they're like, oh my God, that's so great. It's like when I talk about Penny for Your Soul and I tell them that Jesus is a televangelist in Las Vegas. That's the instant selling point. They're like, I'm in, give it to me. Yeah.
All right. Well, I've shared that out in the links. So make sure you back that. If you have not, you're dumb and I hate you. So there
that's a t-shirt right there. That's just you're dumb and I hate you. That's a t-shirt.
Right. Put that on the back. Put that on the back of your book. If you do not buy this book, Travis thinks you're dumb and he hates you. And make sure you write 2-time Ringo nominee right there. Like write that next to it to make sure they're clear that this is an educated opinion of someone who's done for me. All right. Next up, we've got Matt's pirate book. There's some pirates in it, but not pirate from Lazy Town, which is my favorite pirate. But are you familiar with the pirate from Lazy Town, Matt?
Man, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my God.
I've already researched emus and that weird ass bird that Sebastian was talking about earlier. I have to go look at that after.
Lazy Town is a fever dream.
Oh, no. I'm gonna let people go because it's late. But Matt, you cannot go because you're gonna learn about pirates today.
He's gonna watch Lazy Town.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Is it the Cobalt Pilot?
He is not a Cobalt pirate.
Okay.
So all right, let's get people out of here. You were supposed to get 84. You fucked that up.
I was at 84. I was at 84. We got on. I don't know if we had to get to 84 because I was already there.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you did. You did actually give me a number. I just kind of let you roll with it.
That doesn't sound right. But let's say it was 84 to pretend that you know what you're talking about. It is at 86 now, so it has resonated up. Can you tell people about this book so people buy it, even though it has no reference to Lazy Town whatsoever?
All right, so it's Pirates of the Caribbean and the live action One Piece meets martial arts heroines. If you like, if you like martial arts and you like pirates, you like the dark side of what you get with Pirates of the Caribbean, but you also want to have a little bit of fun and whimsy in there as well, this is going to be the title for you. Travis already said that this book has got the best swoosh lettered that he has ever seen in the history of history. We've got covers, we got regular covers.
Look at that swoosh. That is a fucking great swoosh.
Regular covers, metal covers, wood engraved covers, all kinds of stuff, shirts, socks, all kinds of fun stuff. We are $861 away from minimum funding. We're 14 backers away from the first backer count incentive. So anything you want to do to back is going to help us to get towards one of those numbers. So jump on in and get on the Side Stalker. That's the pirate ship, and join us on this journey.
All right. Well, I have something that I have to do. I don't know if Jerome's watching right now. I did say it's the best swoosh, and the wording is good, but I'm not sure swoosh should be the proper for a kick. So Jerome has to confirm if he would be doing a swoosh there.
Well, here's the thing. It wasn't the kick being a swoosh. It was the leg flipping around and swooshing is where the swoosh came from.
I see. All right. I still want Jerome's opinion. He is two-time letterer extraordinaire, Ringo nominated letterer.
And letter of like 856,000 books as well. So I get it.
But yet does not have the budget to prove that. All right. Next up. Hey, Kevin, how are you? We have D's book. You were at 76 backers, right? 75. You were at 75, and I 75. Where are you at now?
77.
77. That means like 3 people gave you some money.
I'm happy.
All right. So again, tell everyone why we need to know about this book. That by the way, I have a selling point for you as well. Okay. Let me let you do your pitch, and then I will sell it as well.
Okay. Well, so Finding D's, the semi-autobiographical story about the ins and outs of coming out as transgender in your 40s while trying desperately to make it in comics, live a normal life, and find a place to pee. It's my story, myself, my wife, all the stupid, crazy stuff we get into, our interestingly boring life. And because it is the 3rd volume and it is in full color and it is all about the 80s for a few pages, the first 3 pages of this book and the pinup gallery are in eye-popping 3D.
Excellent. I'm going fast, but yes. It's good. Look, you got Blake there, and you got Lori. I don't know who Katie is, but I'm sure Katie is very talented as well. Actually, I can see
colorist, and she is a brilliant illustrator.
No, I mean, look, that's some good coloring right there. That the Hobbit stuff there. It's good stuff. So I like it. Is when you do the webcomic, is it colored, or do you only color it for the trades?
So the webcomic has been in black and white since it premiered in 2017. Okay. As of this year, starting in the beginning of the year, it is now in color, but exclusively on Patreon.
Okay.
So for our Patreon backers at the $5 tier, they get it a week early and in full color. And I hate doing it, but it looks really good.
You deserve that money. Don't you worry about that. You deserve that money. All right. You ready for my other selling point?
I am.
Okay. You got to give me 2 seconds. I got to go to the closet.
Okay.
Which is seems weird to say. Seems weird to say with some of the other conversations today, but all right, I'll be right back. I'm not that attracted to the Spartacus guy. Like I'm really just getting a book, just for the record.
Out of the closet.
Yeah.
Sounds like something that a guy who was really attracted to the Spartacus guy would say to me. He thinks that Travis doth protest too much.
All right. I'm going to go big for a minute. Many of you guys love Clay Adams, and he's created a great book called Nightmare Theater 3D. All right. I'm in it. A lot of people are in it. But let's be fucking honest. You have lost your 3D glasses. No shit. That shit's gone. This book has no. Okay. Well, this one has 3D glasses. Not a good example. But I'm sure if I grabbed other ones, it didn't. You've lost that shit. And you can be refilled because 3D movies aren't in theaters anymore with D's book.
Yes,
this,
they come with glasses.
It comes with glasses, so you can finally read this book you have in your collection that you forgot the glasses for. So
you don't have
Extra
to travel
glasses.
back in time to the 80s and then go to a 7-Eleven when they're showing Creature from the Black Lagoon on buy a Slurpee to get the glasses, which is the story in this book.
right. Oh, where'd it go? I don't know where it went.
Travis, I'll have you know, when you just got up, I just looked up Pirates of Lazy Town, and I watched a little bit of one of their videos. So yes,
No. You're still staying around. Don't you try to get on.
I watched the Pirates. I'm literally gonna put them in the playlist, man. I got them.
No, you're gonna hear it with me, and we're gonna enjoy it together. Just you chill.
You are a pirate.
Pirate. Where's my fucking thing? Okay, hold on. I'm all messed up here. All right, Summit. We needed 7. All right, so I know Ned Kelly got it. He's gone. I don't think Summit did.
Not a
Pinnacle,
single one.
but that's all right. We're great. We're rock stars. We're doing
We're fine.
no big deal. We don't do this for us. We do it for other people. But we'll share it out.
Yeah, for all of you little people.
And we should do like one last pitch. Like, you know, like I didn't even talk about, you know, we got Phil doing a cover. I didn't talk about any of that stuff.
Because I was gonna yell at you in the Discord about it after the group, so it really would take away all the stuff I want to yell at you about. But that's fine. I guess go ahead.
Yeah. We, you know, one of the selling points here is we got a great cover by David Costa, who's working on the Thundercats comic right now. We also got, of course, Phil Hester did our cover for our hardcover version of this, and you can get all of these covers available now. And you can also.
Are there any characters that both of those pros picked to draw? Out of curiosity.
Weirdly enough, they're into bugs, and
Trench.
decided. Yeah, and Trench, who's awesome, by the way, and honestly also has is going to have his own comic. All of these characters at some point will have their own books coming out, and if you go to our website, you can sort of learn about them. We have character cards up already for them. You can sort of figure out who they are, and you know, look into our creators. We've got a lot of amazing creators working on this as well. So it's not just us representing here. There's quite a few really great creators, and it's really exciting.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to share it out. You guys didn't back it, so you let me down. You failed our family, and that's fine. That's fine that you watch my show, you follow me on Facebook, and you can't back Pinnacle #1, the book that I've been working on for like 17 years.
I thought we didn't do this for us, Travis.
You the us, not me the us.
Oh, okay.
There's no you and us and me. I'm just trying to figure out if Jason went back to another panel that looks done. So I don't know how art works. I'm very confused by this whole thing. I have never edited anything in my life. That's why my wife is my editor, and Brian and Jerome, who doesn't speak English as his primary language, just kind of figures it out his own. You guys have seen my Facebook post. You guys know I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Hi, howdy. All right, let's get people gone. One more time. We've got our Australian friend here. So emus are a threat, but this book is not.
What?
Dragons
Right?
instead.
Dragons are not a threat. Emus are far bigger problem, and you
They
just
are.
don't know.
Yeah.
Tell us about it one more time so we can share it out.
Yeah, so Luminous Ages is a fantasy epic. I'm into my 4th book now. This is the 4th book. It's about a hero that goes, a young boy goes on a hero's journey to discover his powers. Is he a Captivary? Is he a Luminary? Is he a Chosen Wizard? And there's 3 schools of magic. There are 13 gods, 9 of which are dragon gods, 3 of which are the wizard gods, the chosen god, the luminary god, and the captivary god. And there's also a beast god. And so basically the captivaries can draw and capture their enemies on a page, limb for limb. The luminaries could do the opposite, where they draw and bring creatures to life. And if you like, fantasy and adventure, if you like things like Lord of the Rings, series like Narnia, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, epic fantasy, you're going to really love this. All painted by myself. This volume, And I have worked with a whole range of artists from the US as well that contributed, and Poland and Brazil. And yeah, I'm just excited to be back at it. And I know if you've got a question at all, let me know. Feel free to ask one last question, but I think that's about it. So yeah.
Well, we'll be here next week. You're more than welcome to come back, where we'll have a little bit more time because I'll start at 9:30. We'll still go to midnight, but I'll start at 9:30. And so I'll be a little bit more awake, and I wouldn't have done. And Jason, your fucking book looks great. I'm going to share the link over time of the Returned Comic. We need to be friends. You're very talented. I would like to give you money to do art. So let's figure out how I can do that. And if you don't want to do it because you're working on your own thing, I'm going to be offended, but also super respectful because I need that book. It looks fucking great. All right. Thank you, guys. Good night. Anybody who wants to leave except for Matt, because Matt has to see Lonely Town.
Gotta go to school.
Good night, guys.
Right. Have a good night. Thank you.
See all you people that are not watching the video. See you.
Yeah. All right. Everyone left.
They're like, we're not staying around to watch this.
But you're watching this. This is going to change your life.
Hey,
now, I'm going to give you a little story, Matt, because I know you're tired. I know you have a daughter that probably has to. Well, I think has your daughter graduated? What age is your daughter?
She's in college.
It was last year, right? Last year graduated or the year before?
Year before. So she's 2 years into college right now.
Okay. All right. So were you one of the thousands and actually millions of people who jumped on the Worlds of Warcraft bandwagon?
I liked the movie, but I wasn't like my son was huge into World of Warcraft. Huge.
Okay, so you didn't play the game? You weren't a computer?
He played the game, and so I knew about it through him.
So in the game, I ran a very important guild called Communist Pirates.
All right.
We were very important, and we would raid all sorts of stuff. We were communists and we were pirates. And our guild that I ran, and I'm proud of this, Matt, and I never get a chance to share the story, so I'm excited to share it with somebody, even if it's just you and the people watching. We got so big on our server, and so because we would attack, there's the Horde and the Alliance, we would attack so often that they made a counter organization called the Capitalist Ninjas to go against us. And it's the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. It was super fun. They had spies in our organization, like to know where we were, to let people. It was.
Oh, that's amazing.
It was a beautiful thing. Far more time. I'm sure any mental issues of my daughter caused by me because I was paying more attention to World of Warcraft than I was raising her.
My son ran a guild 3 times a week, and they would raid. And I mean, come on, you have to. If you don't know who freaking Leroy Jenkins is, how are you even a human in the U.S.? Because that was one of the most popular things ever, was the whole freaking Leroy Jenkins thing.
One second, I'm playing the commercial. You were muted, and I was telling a whole rant. All right, Matt.
I heard you.
I'm super excited for this for you. This is going to change the course of your book. Once you watch this video and learn about pirates, because as I told you, my passion for pirates after that story, I've written Neverland. I know a little bit too about pirates. This is literally, you're going to go to staff and you're like, we've done this all wrong. Now that I know how pirates live and want their life, it's going to be a good time. Are you ready to embrace this?
I'm ready, dude. I'm ready.
This will not let you down. Like some things in life.
I'm ready, dude. I'm ready.
All right. It's going to happen. All right. Can you see it?
Yeah, I absolutely can see it.
All right. Let's hope you can hear it. Ready?
Do what you want because the pirate is free.
You hear it?
You are a pirate. You're our favorite indeed. Being a pirate is our right to be. Do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate. You are a pirate. We got us a map to lead us to a hidden box that's all locked up with locks and buried deep away We'll dig up the box. We know it's full of precious booty. Bust open the locks, and then we'll say hooray!
Look at that. Amazing.
If you love to sail the sea, you are a pirate.
Weigh anchor! Yar, har, fiddle-dee-dee. Being a pirate is horrid with me. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Ar, yar, ahoy in the blast. Dinky-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee fast. In the black crack at the end of the mast. You are a pirate. We're sailing away. Adventure waits on every shore. We set sail and explore. And Ren and Jem all day. We float in our boat until it's time to drop the anchor. Then hang up our coach until we sail again.
If you love to sail the sea, you are a pirate.
Can you do that dance move?
Being a pirate is alright with me. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. You're har. Wind at your back, lads, wherever you go. Blue sky above and blue ocean below. You are a pirate. You are a pirate.
Okay.
So listen. I've seen it, and I respect it. I'm going to send you something in the chat, in our Facebook chat. So you need to go. Since you played that, I need you to play this.
Okay.
So I told you we've got a pirate band from San Diego that's actually in
Right there.
in our issue.
Right here, right? These guys. These
go to our Facebook chat. Yeah, go to our Facebook chat.
I will. But these are the guys.
Yeah, these are the Dread Crew of Oddwood.
Okay.
So the video I just shared with you is one of their older videos, so it's not the same guys that are in the band right now, other than Wolfbeard Pirate, other than Wolfbeard O'Brady. But when you see this band, you're going to be like, okay, I see that Matt can understand this.
I mean, but did you see Lazy Town and saw her
Absolutely
dance?
saw Lazy Town. I saw Lazy Town. I think Lazy Town is right next to Oddwood.
Okay. All right. I'll play this. We're already demonetized. So let's see what happens. But I feel like there's nothing that you can show me that is going to inspire me as a person than what I just saw. But
I'm not, it may not inspire you the same, but I think you're going to see that maybe the paths could be similar here.
Did you say that the Pats could win the Super Bowl? I think you said that. Yeah, I agree.
I said the paths could be similar. I absolutely do not put satanic words like that in my mouth, sir.
We're gonna watch this video, guys. If you are sick of watching a video, I'm gonna also link Matt's campaign with Pirates, so you can, while you're listening to the Pirates sing to you, it's music. You don't need to watch the video. Videos are way. MTV is gone. There's zero reasons to watch videos. Go ahead and scroll through and click on a pledge or something.
The band in this video, even though this is the older version, they have a guest appearance in our comic this time. They actually are a band in the port of Alabasas.
So this is 4 minutes. I don't know if I got 4 minutes in me, but we'll do the 2 minutes that I force you to go through. How's that?
Yeah. Just for a couple minutes is all you need to do.
They got a very similar vibe, which is not what I was expecting.
I'm telling you.
Have you heard the news of late? The Queen declared a war on Spain. A fat hulking treasure fleet awaits our band of murderous fleet.
We cast our canvas to the sky and smile while we are sharpening knives. And as our ship does sail the sea, we recall Liz's fine degree.
Bring the treasure back to me. The sparrow shall be a promise. We make the unwanted seas and knees tremble hard with rocky hill. Fire the Star Wars guns.
With nothing
That's why I want you to see this video.
We may watch this whole thing.
This game is nothing new to us. We've killed before, we're fucking nuts. But if we're pardoned by the Queen, so let us keep our brigandine.
Ironically, we use our blades on English for prosperity. To slit the throats of perennial wine, warming 3 different times.
So now we hoisted Britain's flag, but we're 10-1. That scheming hag, to hell with it all, we'll never fall. The Dread Crew will now hear our call.
To you, sweet grenadiers, my heart goes out to you. Although we all strong, you're not last long as the longest crew. And when you're dead, the Spanish have fled. Pirates, Spaniards, they'll be through. Now fight your battle and kill the bastards so I can bring the hell Nile through.
Oh, shit's getting real. Is that why he doesn't sing with the band anymore?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't
Oh shit! We're gonna have to get. Oh, we got ghost.
While the Spanish fleet is gone, we'll take the English port by storm and give that Queen her blood and gold.
And make the royal blood run cold. Fire the sun from Beliscon. We lust for blood, no battle strong. Get out there, build the English tongue, and take the yellow, gold, and run. Rape, kill, burn,
Yeah, then it goes into some other weird thing at the end of the song there, but that's the reason I wanted you to see that was that part. But yeah, so
I enjoyed that immensely, and that is not what I expected. I did not expect to enjoy that immensely.
No, their stuff is really good. They're actually on a European tour right now with our buddies from Trollfest, Corpaclani, and all that. And they actually say their music is heavy mahogany. They don't call it heavy metal because it's all mandolins and upright basses and stuff like that. They're playing on a tour with metal bands.
Nice. Well, they seem like a lot of fun.
They are.
Everybody respects pirates. Respects Muppets. I'm all in for. So I thank you for sharing that with me.
Absolutely. So like I said, I can understand the whole pirates thing with the Pirates of Lake Town. I get you.
Okay. But I appreciate you. And we will talk very later. I shared the campaign out. Let's hope we get it. You're not quite funded yet, but you're getting there probably by the end of the week.
Oh yeah. I feel it's trending well. Now we just got to keep it up.
Yeah. There's a Kickstarter is doing well right now. There's a lot of people are doing better than they expected to do, which is good. We're not where you and I came from in the heyday, but
not the golden age of 20 to 2022. Not at all.
Right. But it does feel good to feel like you're not fighting for every dollar, right? You're earning it. So I appreciate you.
I feel like tonight, I think we got to the first 50 physical backers. I'll get a Dread Crew of Oddwood logo sticker. I think we got to that 50 tonight, but now it means we're getting close to stretch goals and backer count incentives. So that's going to be some fun stuff too.
That's great. Well, anything I can do to help, obviously I'm live, so we'll be doing some stuff. And we got some other stuff. We've got a Cthulhu book that you're in coming out very soon. So lots of really cool stuff going on. So we'll be seeing each other a lot in the next few months.
Sounds good, man. Looking forward to it.
All right. By the way, and this is not a secret, I am getting those books next week. They said they should be here by the 4th.
Awesome.
So that normally means by the 7th. So normally they're pretty wrong. But if you need those books for any cons in February, I should be able to.
That's the one. So that's the ones we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, the Cthulhu. There's no secrets. The Cthulhu invades. Not Cthulhu. Holiday spirits of Christmas in July.
Yeah, we'll get a couple. We'll get some of those because we have a show that we'll need them for at the end of the month.
Sounds good. All right, we'll make that happen. All right, talk to you guys later. All right, bye.
Sounds good. See ya.
See ya. Oh, I forgot to shut you off. There's still people watching. Hi, guys. I'm going to shut you off now. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Hope you backed it. Hope you enjoyed it. I really do appreciate everyone who makes the comics. I really appreciate the community. I love doing these shows for people, and I hope you guys enjoy them. Thank you guys for all the backs and all the support you guys give to the community. We really do value each and every one of you guys. Thank you, guys. Let's do that outro. See ya.